going to bring up Ava Fumo and Narek Santos for our Pledge of Allegiance. Can you please come forward?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. So welcome to the first of 6 graduations this year. Yes, we're doing 6 this year. So since I'm retiring, it might have been nice to just say this is my 22nd graduation, but after this week I will have done 27. So hopefully it'll get better each time. We have had quite a unique year this year. That's the word that I'm choosing to use to discuss 2021 school year. To think we closed in March of last year for 2 weeks at the time, and we didn't bring students back till October, 7 months later, is absolutely inconceivable. Back then, you would never think that anything would occur to close schools for that long, and yet it did. COVID happened, and now when history books are written, the pandemic will be written about all of us and all the stories that we have about the pandemic that we all went through. It definitely has made all of us resilient, flexible, persistent, exhausted, and just plain not surprised at anything anymore. We have truly all learned to roll with the punches. We had to learn to teach through a computer, the student a preposterous idea, and our students had to learn through a computer. We had to post work on Google Classrooms, and you all had to find the work and do it on the computer. We even learned how to teach with a headset on, with students in school and some students at home, and you had to tune out all the distractions at home and try to listen to the teacher with the headset while not being able to hear a thing that your classmates were saying within the room that you were not in. When you think back on it all, it is really unbelievable. And yet, we have done it all together and have come out on the other side of this year, maybe more appreciative of what we have in school, appreciative of our classes and classrooms, whether you're online or in person, and maybe a little more appreciative of what really matters in our lives, our family and our friends. School and learning and growth is very important, but we have learned without a doubt that we need the support of all the parts of our life to achieve and become the best that we can be. For the 5th graders, I hope that they would say that this year they have found the joy in the simple things too. Our students were so happy to be back in school in October. Our classes were small, the students received a lot of one-on-one attention. Then we started to bring back groups of students together, and to see the kids' faces light up when they saw their friends, and to be in school 4 days and finally 5, made you realize that having our schedule and routine and knowing what to expect each and every day makes you appreciate getting to see your friends even more, having more time in school together, being able to see teachers, and definitely, hopefully, you got to really experience some of that extra family time that might have been lost in the old days when you rushed around with all of your commitments. Our online students had the consistency and commitment of the same daily routine that they knew their schedule really well. And when I got to eat lunch remotely with our students, some that were in school and some that were home, it became a tradition to tell jokes at lunch with the principal. I learned a ton of really great jokes this year. You all also have a lot of people in your lives that you could depend on. It's nice for us to now look back at 2021 and say, phew, we made it. Running the school from my kitchen table was also pretty absurd, but yet it worked since my staff was working hard to teach through the computer together, and our family members always pitched in at home to help make your work easier and better. We could not have gotten through this year without all of their help and support. Let's give our families a round of applause for all their help and support. In the end, we did it, and there's a lot to be proud of. We were patient with each other. We did not quit, and that just proves what I've said all along. West is what, boys and girls? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. West is what? Thank you. You just humor me. So, as the 5th graders and I get ready to leave West Road, I know that I'll miss our spirit days, the things that kids say during lunch with the principal, walking club, chess clubs, watching our drill team, listening to our students' concerts, our One School, One Book program, and of course many, many other things. But just as the fifth graders have great things to look forward to, even though there were great things here at West, at LMS you will have teams, you will not have to walk in line anymore. Woohoo! You're gonna have lockers, dances, intramurals, clubs, sports. You have so much to look forward to. I wish you all the best as you progress to LMS. Every year I try to find some advice to include in my speech for the fifth graders. This year the fifth graders made their own slideshow with their own sayings and mottos. So why make my own? I figured I'd just borrow from some of them, because who is smarter than a fifth grader? Not me. So here's some thoughts and advice from this class. Be happy, not because everything is good, because you can see the good side in everything. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. Don't tell me the sky's the limit if there are footprints on the moon. And perfect for this year, really struck a chord with me, life is like gymnastics. It is better if you are flexible. Boy, this year has truly proven us that we should be flexible. I pass a church on my way to work every day in Salt Point, and the new motto on their sign says, setbacks pave the way for comebacks. Just think of what all of our comebacks can be after this year. I am sure that we can all reach great heights. Look at what we've achieved already. So congratulations to all the fifth graders. A heartfelt thank you to all of our families and friends that have helped all of our students get here today. We could not have done it without you. So let's give our hardworking students a round of applause too. I will now read some words of welcome from Dr. Bolner. So we have a brand new principal starting at LMS. She did come over and meet the students last week. It is a little hard for her to come to sixth graduation, so she sent over something for me to read. So I will read that, and then we will get on to having the students be the center of attention. So, hello future LaGrange Middle School sixth graders. I want to thank you for allowing me a moment during your fifth grade moving up ceremony. Congratulations on the completion of your early school years. As you reflect on your time in elementary school and look forward to a new adventure in LaGrange Middle School, please know that I too will be reflecting and looking forward to becoming a principal. I have a rich history with LaGrange Middle School, which opened in 1998 as a middle school. That year, I began a 15-year teaching career of earth science in 8th grade. I also was involved with several activities and know the importance of extracurricular activities in a middle school career. I truly am excited to return. Good golly. Just got all kinds of things going. I'm turning off the speaker because that's my cell phone, I'm sorry. There we go, sorry. My cell phone is coming through there for the music. Okay, let's start over again. All right, I have a rich history with LaGrange Middle School, which opened in 1998 as a middle school. That year I began a 15-year career teaching earth science in 8th grade. I was also involved with several activities and know the importance of extracurricular activities in a middle school career. I truly am excited to return as a principal after spending 8 years away. I know that you may have read books or seen movies that depict the middle school years in a negative light. However, I am here to tell you that this is just cinema fluff. Middle school is a time for growth, with the freedom to accelerate in academics and find your passion in clubs, activities, or sports. As we begin this journey together, I will share these words of wisdom that I've learned this year from a colleague and may help you tackle many firsts next year. It only takes 10 seconds of courage to make the first step. Let's make a commitment together to be courageous and make these new steps together and write our own history at LaGrange Middle School. I wish you a productive remainder of the school year and a summer filled with relaxing and happy memories with your family. Thank you again for allowing me the honor to be part of your 5th grade moving up ceremony. Congratulations, you did it, Dr. Bolner. So now I'm going to ask our students to stand up. They have performed the Song Hall of Fame in their chorus and music classes with Mrs. Enright. We have taped it, so we're going to play that. Hopefully you can hear it, and they're going to face the families. Just turn a little bit towards your families, and they're going to sing along with our tape. We're going to see how this goes. This is crazy. Thank you. We're going to have you stay standing. We're going to start with our certificates. Remember, we're going to have fifth grade favorite memories. What is it? Favorite memories also read for each student.
Good morning, everyone. So I would also like to thank all the families for making this year as bearable as possible. So I just wanted to make sure I gave you guys all a shout out as well. All right. We are going to start off the festivities with Matthew Cave. Matt's favorite fifth grade memory is playing Frisbee with Cohort A for the first time. Gavin Clark. Gavin's favorite fifth grade memory is how funny his teacher's dad jokes were and how we called him Coco Pallone, the hairless coconut. This was very funny. Emma Cordella. Her favorite fifth grade memory is doing our fantasy stories, and her favorite topic is fantasy, and the unit was really fun. Next up, we have Ember Fallon. Ember said her favorite fifth grade memory was playing Frisbee at recess. This was her favorite because it was a really fun way to spend time with friends. And next, we have Ava Fumo. Ava said her favorite fifth grade memory was the first week that everyone was back in school together. This is the best memory for her because she got to meet the whole class, not just one cohort. And we all got to play Frisbee together and solve problems together. As you can see, Frisbee is a common theme here. Maddie Hickman. Her favorite fifth grade memory is reading the book Black Brother, Black Brother, written by Jewel Parker Rhodes, and playing Frisbee with friends at recess. Gabby Licari. Her favorite fifth grade memory was one she'll never forget is playing Frisbee with the class. They would do elimination, but it was always a blast. Frisbee taught her how to work together and be a good sport. Owen McNamara, who's not here right now, his favorite fifth grade memory is being able to play Frisbee at recess. Brandon Mendoza Casino, his favorite fifth grade memory is playing Frisbee. Ariana Naitza, her favorite fifth grade memory is making new friends. Alan Ojeda, his favorite fifth grade memory is when we read The Thief of Always, because he liked how there were cliffhangers. He also liked how we didn't know who Harvey met at the end of the book, so we had to guess. Next up is Tommy Parisi. His favorite fifth grade memory is Frisbee. His favorite memory of fifth grade is Frisbee because it was fun and it was something to do. I know we argue a lot, but it was still fun. Kaylee Rodriguez. Her favorite fifth grade memory is on the first day of school when she got to see all her classmates. It made her feel welcome and that she would have a great year ahead of her. Narek Santos Lopez. His favorite fifth grade memory is Mr. Farrar's dad jokes. They were hilarious. I don't know about that. Juliana Schneider. Her favorite fifth grade memory is when she joined Mr. Farrar's classroom. Everyone was very welcoming and kind, and Mr. Farrar and everyone else made me feel like I was there from the beginning of the year. Gabriel Tosini. His favorite fifth grade memory is playing Frisbee with his friends and having fun. And then last, we have Evan Wolf. Evan's favorite fifth grade memory is being able to reach his goal of reading one of his favorite book series by the end of the year. It's his favorite because he's been reading it since last year, and it's one of the best books he's read in his life.
All right, well, congratulations to our fifth graders. Let's give them all a nice round of applause before they sit down. You may be seated. Thank you, Mr. Farrar. All right, so a few thank yous, and then we're going to dismiss our very hot students who've been sitting in the sun for half an hour. I'm sorry. Couldn't do any of this without some help and support, so just give me a moment, please, to make sure that we get to thank everyone. So all of our fifth grade teachers, our teaching assistants, this year has definitely been hard for all of us, but we appreciate their hard work and dedication, and all the other staff members that worked with you in third and fourth grade too. and especially our special area teachers too. Mrs. Kurdziel and Miss Rock came and helped set up the AV equipment, and Mr. Murphy helped us borrow some AV equipment, so we thank those staff members. Ms. Enright, our music teacher, helped prepare that song, the song, Hall of Fame, with our students, and spent a lot of time working with them on that. Mrs. Hughes and Miss Regan came up with the idea of playing the quick interlude at the beginning as our families came here, so we appreciate their new ideas for our graduation for one class separately this year. Thank you to Mr. Pasquarelli. There is a gentleman standing there with his iPad. He's taping all 6 of our graduations, and he'll be later uploading this ceremony on the Arlington Central School District YouTube channel, so we thank him for sticking with us for also 6 ceremonies. We'll see if he's still as happy when he's here for the 6th one. A special thank you to my custodians, Mrs. Vale and Mr. Straley, my assistant principal, Mrs. Canariato, who all came in early to help set up. Mrs. Canariato is also doing the backup music and the mics for us, so I appreciate the tech help. Our buildings and grounds, always, our front lawn looks beautiful. Scotty Marcenison always takes such a personal, he takes such pride in our front lawn. He came in on Friday and trimmed our lollipop tree by the sign. This has really become a labor of love for all of us. We really loved being able to do graduation on our front lawn. I can't, say anything without, or do anything without helping or thanking our secretaries who help us each and every day. Our building would not run as smoothly without them. Our PTA has provided, they don't have them yet, but gifts for our students. There's going to be cinch sacks that every student will get. It says Arlington on it. It used to say West Road, and we found out that our students didn't want to use those at LMS, so it says Arlington. It's Arlington colors. We hope that they think fondly of West Road when they use those next year at LMS. There's also a pen in there and a single scoop gift certificate for stewards because we couldn't do our ice cream social this year. So thank you so much for our PTA. Our students also have received their yearbooks, which they also get as a gift from PTA too. Thank you, of course, to our parents, family members. We could never have gotten through this year without your help. And lastly, thank you to the 5th grade students for all your hard work and effort. It is now my distinct honor for introducing for the very first time the graduating class of 2028. Congratulations to all the students. We're going to have them stand. Let's give them a nice round of applause. We're going to have them stand, and we're going to dismiss to pomp and circumstance again if we can get the speaker to work. And we're going to have them exit right, my side, I don't know. Exit right, and you will meet them on the sideline if you're signing your child out. And we will have the gifts and stuff tomorrow when they come back. So we will see if we can get music started. And thank you so much for coming on this very hot day.
No, go back, buddy.
So family members can go join the students if you'd like to pick them up. Thank you so much.